Okay, for like this one video, I need the One Piece fandom, the Naruto fandom, and the Bleach fandom to put their differences aside for once and just back me up on this one. I've actually had pieces of this video recorded now for months, but yet I've always wondered and held on to it being like, I don't really think it's necessary. I'm pretty sure people know what the big three is. And even though yes, there are plenty who do, there's also a disgusting amount of people who still don't seem to get it, despite it being 2022. Now, if you're someone who just enjoys anime as like a side thing, I don't expect you to know the full history of manga sales, so that's perfectly understandable. But over and over again, I see people wanting to kick out one of the members of the big three and replace it with something like Hunter x Hunter or Attack on Titan. Those two series specifically. They usually want to like kick out Bleach. Now, I have Bleach above Hunter x Hunter and Attack on Titan, but we're not going to talk about that today. Anyways, let me just make very, very clear what the big three isn't. The big three isn't some sort of opinion that everybody held to regarding what was the three best series in shonen. Okay, that's not what that was at all. The big three isn't called the big three because we just all agreed that One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach was the best that shonen had to offer. Because if that was the case, then there wouldn't be a big three. Every big three would be completely different, and there wouldn't be a solidified thing that we all just refer to it as. But if not, the big three are the three series that in Weekly Shonen Jump essentially carried the magazine in terms of manga sales. Look, 99% of the time when someone brings sales as a point or an argument, it's no. But this time, it actually applies. You see, in the early 2000s, One Piece and also Hunter x Hunter was selling really well in terms of manga. But as Naruto and Bleach began to gain popularity and those series went on, eventually One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach stood head and shoulders above everything else that was selling in the magazine. And on top of that, these would be the three series that would continue the legacy and impact Dragon Ball would have on the West. Because if you look at it and you ask the majority of people, I guarantee you, especially from like my generation growing up, although I'm only like 20, so I'm not that old. Anyways, if you were to attribute any other series outside of Dragon Ball for breaking anime and manga into larger popularity, especially here in the West, it would be the big three: One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. What you or I might think of the quality of these series as stories is completely irrelevant to this. And look, you might be like, oh, math, you know, nah, bruh, I've had this video for months, and I've been wondering when was the appropriate time to release it, but I've had enough. I've seen too much, too many posts, too many things from like, so many different places where it's just talking about the big three, and then you proceed to have someone be like, oh, well, honestly, Bleach shouldn't be part of the big three. It's like, bro, shut up, ain't no one ask you. Like, look, and Bleach slander is a whole nother issue, because I really think the series is a lot better than people give it credit for, especially in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, although I do have some small issues with that. But regardless, none of that matters, because this is the one time where it actually is about sales. And after the popularity that the big three brought to the rest of the world regarding anime and manga, now that's the reason today that you see so many series put up insane numbers in terms of sales. And me and some of my pals were discussing this, whether or not something like this could be replicated. But I mean, you look at Demon Slayer and the insane numbers that it put up, but it ended really quickly. You would have to have three series that sell an insane amount above everything else in the same magazine that's ongoing. And again, not only just the sales, but replicating the cultural impact that each of these series had. I mean, do I really need to say the impact that One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach have had on anime and manga? Like, come on now. And look, no disrespect to Hunter x Hunter fans, but this is when y'all really need to learn to just like shut up for like 5 seconds. I understand you think your series is God's gift to shonen, even though there's so many more shonen out there. But nah, sorry, it's One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, whether you like it or not. And it's so funny when then I saw people try to throw Attack on Titan when it's not even from the same magazine. Also, I'm eating breakfast right now, but like, why do we love bashing on icons so much? Why? It's like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, all the big series can't be mentioned without somebody have to like tell their opinion about how bad they think it. Just shut up. I love this series. You don't? That's cool. I didn't ask you. Like, for real, you always got someone complaining about Dragon Ball. As quoting my good friend Jet, go watch your ball. But yeah, just to make it very clear, once again, the big three has nothing to do with how good we think these series are, even though I think all three of them are really, really, really good in their own respects. It was about three series from the same magazine going on at the same time that were selling heads and shoulders above everything else in the anime and manga world and brought a unique cultural impact that almost will never be replicated. That's the big three. That is why we call them the big three: One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach.